everyone, and welcome to today's Get to Know Your Member Benefits webinar featuring Total Printing Systems. I'm Joanne Kenny, and I'm the Member Benefits Liaison at IBPA. You may have noticed that your line has been muted, and that's being done for recording purposes. If you have any questions or issues along the way, please feel free to enter them into the chat box. I'll be moderating the chat box. I'll help you along the way where I can. Otherwise, I'll be sharing your questions with our presenter, Meg Souza, at the end of the presentation. Today, I'm very excited to have Meg Souza, Marketing Manager and Account Representative at Total Printing Systems, here to tell us more about her company and the benefit that they're offering IBPA members. I know that she has a lot to get through, so without further ado, I will pass the presenter privileges to Meg.
Thank you, Joanne, for the introduction. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Loud and clear. Thanks.
Okay, great. I'm just going to take a second here to get the screen share going. Joanne, I don't see the screen share. I haven't seen the screen share come up.
Let me see about that.
Are your slides up?
I don't believe so.
Okay, that's where I found the screen share last time, with your slides.
Okay, let's see if I can do this one more time. Let's see if you can maybe try going back into the event center. Do you see that?
I'm in the event center, yes.
And then do you see the quick start? Is that part selected?
No, I'm going to join again now.
Okay.
It's telling me that my event password is incorrect. Did you send something again? I apologize, everyone, for the inconvenience as we figure this out.
And I'm going to try doing this again as well.
Okay, I think it's coming up.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, sorry for the delay. Okay. I just want to welcome everyone and thank you for joining me to learn more about the IBPA member benefit offered by Total Printing Systems. Again, my name is Meg. I'm the Marketing Manager and Account Rep for Total Printing. Before we get into the exact member benefit, I'd like to take a moment to give a quick overview of Total Printing Systems. Total Printing Systems is a digital book manufacturer specializing in short runs in all bind styles, but especially short run case binding. We offer 1 to 4 color interiors, and our newest offering is dimensional printing, which adds a tactile finish to book covers. And I'd like you to please take a moment at the end of this session to visit our website and read the testimonials on our homepage. Okay, here's the description of the IBPA member benefit offered by Total Printing Systems. You'll receive a free set of proofs with your first order at Total Printing Systems and continue to receive discounts for being an IBPA member by registering to use our instant quote pricing tool at tps1.com. Use the promotion codes found in your IBPA member handbook when registering. I want to take just a minute to talk about the free set of proofs. That's actually a value of between $75 and $125 depending on what your book is like. Of course, on the lower end, that would be, a book with maybe just one color interior. On the higher end, it would be maybe a coffee table type of book. Now, those proofs are actual press proofs of both the text and the cover. They are produced on the same press and the same stocks as your entire print run. So it's really quite a great value. Here is a basic overview of how to register and how to use the Instant Quote tool. The idea of this tool is that you'll be able to get your quotes whenever you need them in real time, which hopefully will move your projects forward faster. I know that, we're all pressed for time these days, so this is just one tool to get the information you need when you need it. So basically, you would go to our website and you would register there. Then we would request that you wait 24 hours. During that time, what we do is we apply a discount to your username. After that time, you would log in, enter your username in the field I'm circling now, enter the title of your book. You would pick various specifications, and then the pricing would pop up at the bottom of the tool. You would then save the quote. And let's just visit the mechanics of registering online. So you would go to our website, which looks like this. There are two places where you can register by hitting the Instant Quote pricing tool at the top, circled in red, or this area to the side where it says Know Your Specifications. Then you'll be taken to a page that looks something like this. You'll want to hit the Register button. I want you to please note that we respect your privacy and we do not sell or share your information. So here's where you'll enter your information. And most importantly, you'll want to enter the promotion code, which can be found in your member handbook. This alerts us that you are registering with the expectation of receiving the IBPA member benefit. So congratulations, you are now registered. You may log in to use the tool. At this point, though, please keep in mind that your discount has not been yet associated with your username. Once you receive this congratulations, you'll also receive an email that looks something like this. This is just confirming your registration, and again, we'll remind you that you need to wait 24 hours for your discount to be applied to your username. So on the following day, please go back to our website. You're going to go to the customer area and log in, and then this will take you to the two fields to enter to get back into the pricing tool. And now the fun begins. I'm going to switch now to the live version of the pricing tool. So just give me a moment while I get out of this screen and switch to the tool. And here we are. So I've already put in my user ID. Next, I'm just going to name this book title. And for our purposes here, let's first go through pricing just a standard paperback. So you'll notice that the first area is called interior image quality. We offer two types of quality: textbook quality, which is printed on our screen True Press inkjet presses, and then coffee table quality, which are printed on our toner presses. So because we're going to price a standard paperback, let's start with the textbook quality. And for quantity, let's start out with 300. And for page count, we'll just pick 250 for now. Please note that you can pick any number that is divisible by 2. You don't need to make this divisible by 8 like you would need with an offset printer. And also, that is noted here under the question mark area. So if you hit on page count, it'll talk a little bit about the page count in this case or any of these areas. So if you have a question about bind style, you can hit you can hit the question about binding, and any of the categories have these little areas that we call explainers that will give you a little bit more information. If you don't see the information you need, you may always contact a representative. We're more than happy to help you with those questions. So back to our paperback pricing, we put in our page count of 250. Let's say we have a trim size of 7 by 10 and we want this to be perfect bound with a 1-color black interior on 60-pound opaque stock. Here's a drop-down menu listing all of our stocks, and of course you're going to want to pick the paper that's most appropriate for your project. We'll stick with 60-pound opaque for now. Then cover imaging, I'm going to say that I want a 4-color exterior of my cover /0, which means nothing is printing on the interior of the covers. There are other options there available as well. And for now, we'll pick a 12-point C1F cover stock, the C1F standing for coated one side. And I'm going to stick with matte lamination for this particular job. I don't necessarily need it shrink wrapped, but that is available. I do not need a 3-hole drill. I do indeed want the hard copy proofs for this project. And just a note that for new clients, we require hard copy proofs on your first project. And with this benefit, you'll get a free set of proofs. Once you become used to our proofing, you may switch to PDF soft proofs, which will further reduce expenses. So you see that the price has been calculated below, and let's say I decided that I really don't need the 60-pound opaque and I might want to drop down to 50 to see some savings. So I'll switch to 50 and you can see that the price has been recalculated. And maybe that doesn't quite fit my budget and I want to try for more savings, so I'll switch to a 10-point cover stock. Again, the price is recalculated and so on. Again, I might decide that I'll go with a gloss lamination because that is slightly less expensive than the matte, and again, the price is recalculated. And you can just do this until you find specifications that work for your project and still stick within your budget. And of course, the other, where you're going to see other savings, especially in unit cost, is with the quantities. So I'll just change it to 500 here, and we can see how the unit price drops even further. Okay, next we'll be going to pricing for a children's book. Let's say that your children's book, you've spent a lot of money on beautiful illustrations, and you want it to be the best product it can possibly be. So we'll choose the coffee table quality in this case, and let's just say that you need 200 of these, and that the page count, since it's a children's book, is probably about 32 pages, give or take, and you want this to be an 8.5 by 11 with case binding, full color interior, and you want a really nice paper stock. You're going to notice that the stocks have changed because we changed the quality selection at the top. We're now on coffee table quality, and these are the papers that run on our sheet fed toner presses. I'm going to go with a 100-pound gloss text, which will look really nice with a children's book. And again, I'm going to go for a 4-color wrapped case side, gloss text for the cover stock, and gloss lamination with a hard proof. And there you see the pricing. So again, you'll want to play with quantity to see how that is going to affect the price of your book, and on until you find something that works for you. Now, very important, once you've found something that works for you, you need to save the quote. So let me just take a moment to switch back here to the presentation slide. and you'll want to save down here. And when you save, an email notification that looks like this is going to be sent to you as well as to your TPS representative. It's going to list all of the specifications that you have saved for your project, and then your TPS representative will get in contact with you and begin the journey to ultimately see your books in print. So that is basically the instant quote pricing tool in a nutshell. If you would like to see our printing facility in action and learn more about how to work with TPS, I invite you to check out our YouTube channel. We have a 7-part series right now about how books are made and specifically how to work with Total Printing Systems. You can find that link on our homepage. And that just about wraps it up, and I'm happy to take some questions now.
Thanks, Meg. That was great. I really love that you can really play around with the quoting tool. I know that back when I used to have books spec'd out, I always felt so bad when I would make production, quote out 1,000 things. So I would have loved to have this to play around to see what would make sense.
It certainly helps to narrow things down.
Right, right. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to add them into the chat box, and I will share them with Meg. I do have one question here that's come in asking if you offer FSC and or recycled paper options.
We are FSC certified. Most of our papers are treated specifically for inkjet printing.
Okay.
And I should also note that, if you have a specific requirement and you don't see it on the tool, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So if you have a need for a recycled paper or any other request, for example, ribbons, deckled edges, that you don't necessarily see on the tool, you just shoot a note to your representative and we can find a resource.
Great, thank you so much. Are there any other questions for Meg while we have her here? Were you that thorough, Meg?
I hope so. But like I said, I do have my contact information up on the screen, and I'm more than happy to answer questions as they come to mind. I should also note that when you have a book printed with us, I'm more than happy to tweet about it, put it on Facebook, add it to our Pinterest page, any of our social media channels to help you promote your titles.
Okay, great. Here another question has popped in, which is, if you are a current TPS customer but have now just recently joined IBPA, can you get the discount still for proofs or take advantage of the free proof offer?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Just shoot a note to your representative, and we can take care of that. And also, I should say that even if for some reason you prefer not to use the pricing tool, you can we will still honor the IBPA membership discount, and you can run your specifications through your rep, and we'll take care of that discount without you necessarily having to use the tool. It's just a service that we hope will help you, but in the end, the point really is that we want to, create good relationships. So if you prefer not to use the tool for whatever reason, shoot a note to your rep, and we will honor the IBPA membership pricing.
Great. It's always nice to work with vendors who are flexible. That's wonderful. I know our members appreciate that.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I'm not seeing any other questions come in. You may get some private questions that follow this. So I'll just say that I'll keep the chat box open for any additional questions that may be partially typed. I'll pass those on to Meg after this session. Alternatively, you may reach out to her directly, the contact information that she's provided here. I want to thank everyone for joining, and especially to Meg and Total Printing Systems, and who have helped us all learn quite a few things today. And I'll remind everyone that a recording of this webinar will be shared with all registrants in the next day or so. Additionally, we'll be posting the recording on our website and YouTube channel. So with that, I'll wish everyone a great rest of your day and let us know how we can help. Thanks so much.